Oh, also to kill them.
Yeah, well, that's true. I guess that's true.
Double lance and torpedo or something.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Alright.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, boy? What you up to?
Going well here. How's it going for you?
It's alright, it's alright. You a spec in this game?
I am.
Alright. You want to do the blue team then? Here, I'll do the red team. Alright, what's going on here? Where are they going? Whoa, double KD! I guess we're not doing no triple tank roll today. Wolf Eye's going 3-4 Colossus. Delta going range Rocket. Loca going 4-3. QQQ going 3-4 Dread. And Moby stalling to get another energy for his Storm. And yeah, go ahead and do from the top.
All right, we got Luigi the Leviathan went tentacles here. We got the Arbiter went feedback. The OV, of course, went plague. Frigg went 5 missile. Ghost went 1 missile range, looks like. And then, where's the fast forward? He went 1 bile.
Yeah, it's just a mutation. I mean, everyone just grabs one, right?
Yeah,
And
custom mutation.
What's the one you're gonna grab? Is it gonna be a tint, an armor, a locust? And it's like, I think it barely matters.
No.
So yeah, what do you think about these comps? Did anyone talk about going three tanks being okay today, or is that like no longer an unofficial rule?
I haven't heard that in a rule in US, just only in EU. What I don't like about the blue team here is that War Alastair has no shields left because there's no tank in the middle to tank for him, and he went 5 missile.
Mm-hmm.
If there would have been no tank, I think I would have preferred to go with range on that.
I mean, the other thing is that going LL for both side lanes, I feel like is always kind of messy because generally the L is going to lose the lane at the start, so they end up losing both side lanes at the beginning of the game, and it just puts them in this like a moment of time where they're going to be down for a while, and it's always going to be an uphill slope after that.
And it looks like you're pretty much right there because they're already getting close to 100 farm ahead.
Yeah, it's not a huge lead, but it's just in a game where people are going to be experienced, you don't want to necessarily have any phase of the game where you're going to be at a disadvantage.
I kind of feel like they're giving up ground intentionally here for something. I feel
No,
like they don't have to do that.
I think it's just because they're aware that the mid is weak, and so they don't want to overextend if they are aware that they're not going to be able to provide cover. Like if Fast feels like he's going to need to be able, or he's going to need to have to dive in to save someone at some point, then he doesn't want to be so low from fighting QQQ all day. Maybe,
Sure.
I don't know.
Or there could be a dive in from the side that might catch one of them. I was a little surprised by it though, just to see.
No,
Like, this feels like a safe spot to me.
Yeah.
For where they are. Looks like the blue team's heading back here. Let's see if they're going to cut off Luigi here. Looks like they might be heading to do that.
Yeah, he is a little bit low. There are the rocks that are going to be blocking, they're going to have to swing in just between the rocks and the tower to cut him off. I don't think they're going to be able to kill or really do much damage here.
I think that's probably the case. I would, at this point, be trying to farm instead.
Yeah. So I know that the 5 rocket opening is really, or some people say it's essential on any map where there's a cloud in the middle, but there's no cloud in the middle in this one, so I think that it's still debatable.
Luigi is really low. But so is the rest of the red team, so I think it's probably time that they head back. I feel like they wouldn't be as low had they not gone and chased the levy, but if there was an opportunity, they probably had to take it.
Yeah, 6 missiles and 9 range for Ghosts, BC, and War is at 10 range and 5 rockets. Whereas Delta still hasn't gone back yet, and so he's still on that initial 10 range, 1 rocket. I do think that against 3 tanks, War probably would have been maybe better off with the range for the cutting. I don't know, it's hard to say because you do want to be able to penetrate and deal damage. Against 2 Colossi, though, I think he would have wanted to have a little bit more room so he wouldn't be so low all the time.
Who's your pick to win this game?
I mean, triple tank has generally done pretty well, and red is coming back with a farm lead right now. It's definitely too early to call it one way or the other. But red is definitely leading right now, and red has, I think, a very strong comp.
So is there anything that blue is going to be able to do here, do you think, to make up for the difference?
Well, I mean, generally with LL, I mean, the whole appeal of LL is that you can sustain at the enemy base, but you can't do that when the rest of your team is down 300 farms, so they're not going to be able to take advantage of the LL sustain right here. But, you know, if they can get things evened up later on, they're missing a huge amount of farm at the top there.
Yeah, they all went back at the same time and left levies, which both sat in the middle, so...
Yeah, that was they should have maintained a little bit more spread there. I guess maybe they were worried about a warp trick or something, since, you know, they don't have any way to have vision when it's just the two L's sitting down there.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, this is Luigi. So, Luigi, I don't know, I haven't seen him much lately, but he used to be pretty much, you know, the go-to captain for a lot of IHs back, like, a few years ago. Have you heard from him lately at all?
I have not.
I mean, is this like...
Curtis up his mutas.
Oh, fast
What else do we
nuke.
get here?
Oh.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, he tried to...
dead.
He had to make a choice whether he was going to eat it or back into the dread, but he didn't back quite enough, and he ended up eating the nuke with the dread on top of him, and at that point it was... RIP. I think there might have been
candy.
yeah, there might have been an explosive charge there as well.
Yeah, that was definitely setting the game up for red to win here, I think.
I mean, because although, you know, red team doesn't have the constant mutation of the Leviathan, you know, with DDKK they still have a huge amount of sustain for holding this this position.
I'm really surprised. I wonder if someone's gonna say something about the free tank.
I know
here.
Windu was trying to make it an IH rule, but I think that North Americans are generally pretty strongly opposed to any sort of IH rule that influences composition or gameplay.
I personally would be kind of for that. I really think if there's something that's so overpowered that you know, it always guarantees your game win.
It's not
maybe they
that
should
it's
fix
not
that.
that triple tank guarantees a game win. You know, you can beat triple tank.
Sure.
I think the concern is more that it results for these kind of they can be kind of boring feeling games every now and then, right? Because
Okay.
I mean the way it wins is you have this just infinite contain at the enemy base, which is really frustrating to play against and kind of boring to watch. So I mean, I'm like not, I think, as supportive. I mean, I also understand that you don't want too many rules because you want to have, you know, versatility, right? Because, you know, what if you want to go LLK or something like that? So you have, you know, two Leviathans on the side lanes and you have the K in the middle. And L is sort of a tank, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way.
Definitely not in the beginning, but later on in the game, yeah, it's probably more powerful than some of the other tanks I've seen.
Yeah.
But they got Ghost got scanned this time, so they can watch for a warp trick and they can stay out here a little bit longer, feel safer about it.
Yeah. But I think that the problem is more actually, you know, the concern is more the KKD sort of composition where it's just so much meat. Like the L, and they're just always meaty, right? Like the L takes time to really get meaty. It takes farm to get meaty, whereas the D and the K kind of open up meaty. And so it just results in, you know, 15 straight minutes of domination until the other team can hope to take advantage of, you know, a lack of burst damage or something. I don't know. I know that in the tournament,
Moby Dick
when,
revealing his cloak there.
well,
Try
yeah,
and reduce
but,
the damage from the Tempests.
but it also means that the Colossus can get in and get its lances off without getting without actually being kited by the enemy rockets. So the range of War Alistair is kind of doing nothing there. Ooh.
That's my favorite move there, the sniping the base. On occasion, you get people that stop in front of the base, and you can hit them even though they think they're safe. I always get
Yeah,
mad
and
and
it's
try and encourage people to go behind the base when. And actually, I just never stop moving. Just click past it,
yep.
come back, and oh look, the levy's pretty low here. A couple more lances, and he might be in trouble.
He has regen, but yeah.
Now he's already got but back to 6,000. The nice thing about the levy, get just enough farm, you can survive pretty well. Let's see, do we have? We do not. The team does not have Ripwave warheads, so they won't be going through those force fields. Oh, it's so low. Why do they push so close?
What force fields?
The blue team had a force field.
Oh, the blue team does have a force field. I was looking at the red team. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw one force field go down. So, at the moment, that force field is not countered, as far as I can tell. But, so easily countered, I don't know that it would have even bought it, because you've got, the missile ship has Ripwave, you've got 2 Colossus that can both buy the bubble popper. So, I'd almost have gone with something different like Cloak. If it needs that candy, yep. I don't think people are watching for those. To me, it seems like it's a new feature. Are you still there?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm like.
I think it's been in the ETOS version, whatever it's called, for a long time, and it wasn't recently added, or was more recently added to Star Battle X when the expansion came out.
So.
Yeah, they can just contain all day here.
Yeah, I'm like waiting for there to be some sort of pushback, and it's just never going to happen. I'm like, what can blue team even do here other than just cry and then slowly start to fall asleep because you're losing so slowly? I mean, it's a 1300 farm. I mean, and this is basically why Windu has been pushing for a no 3 tank house rule. But Windu isn't
it's either
in
going to
this
be that,
lobby.
or both sides will have 3 tanks every time.
Yeah,
The middle tank
exactly.
and 2 side tanks.
User joined your channel.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey, Rar. We're cast on an in-house. I assume we're casting.
Yeah, I turned record on, I think.
Cool.
I've been having this green screen issue, so I haven't been recording every game lately, just games that I think have hope of being good.
Cool.
And
Yeah, thanks for recording the tournament. I went back and watched the one game we won. And you had some of the same comments that we had about the carrier and how the carrier went laser, which is something that I've not seen much, unless it's maybe someone that hasn't played a whole lot before. But I couldn't complain because he was killing off the ints of the other carrier, so
yeah, I mean,
it was working, and I wasn't captain anyway, so it wasn't really my responsibility to say, "Hey, don't do this."
Yeah, the laser carrier thing, I sort of remember that. I was like, I mean, the team with the laser carrier ended up doing kind of okay, but it was like,
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. It's like, okay, well, this is working, but just different.
I wasn't sure if it was working because of
Are they
the
going to
lasers.
lose more Alistair here?
He's
Does he have
getting
enough for
lance.
another lance?
Is there another
Not
lance? He's low on
quite.
energy.
There's
I don't-
one
I
more.
don't think
One
he can-
more.
No,
Oh, it wasn't enough though.
no.
But that whole team will be healing.
Actually,
for
it's
a
Luigi
long,
who's
we're
in
gonna
the
lose
greatest
levy.
danger.
Yep, there it goes. Okay, can we get the?
Well, they
Curtis
almost
too
picked
now?
off Curtis there too, just almost accidentally.
Yeah,
Or not accidentally, but I mean.
and they have a perfect retreat. They can just get cloaked. And then
I mean, they're up 2
the
shifts
Arbiter
now.
can get
This is all but over.
the Raven can defense matrix the Arbiter all day, and the Arbiter can cloak the whole team. So I think that there's not much that they're going to be able to do. Oh, we even got Siege here. What do we got on Siege here? We got level 9 Siege. No boost though. But he has boost. He just doesn't have it upgraded, it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, there's boosted.
Yeah. I mean, in the tournament, the one game that Insane Logic could go triple tank, which was against Red Alert in the semifinals, where they had a captain's agreement that there were going to be no rules in composition. They did go triple
Oh.
tank, and they won that game.
This is exactly what I would have done in this situation: is nuke that Dread to get him shut down for a little while.
But it's not going to do anything. I mean, you need some
No,
sort
it's
of
not going
follow-up.
to do it. Well, he got a second nuke there, but you know that didn't
User
kill him.
joined your channel.
So yeah, this was a relatively short game, I think. I don't know what happened with that comp.
Well, I was
I
just
think I would've put a tank
losing
in
the
the middle.
levy on the side, laying to the nuke, and it was
Yeah, I didn't
which
see
was
that,
related,
unfortunately.
I
I'll have to
think,
go
you
back
know,
and watch it.
It was like, this is kind of what I was thinking, that DL is a little
User
bit
joined your
stronger than LL, is because you just need, you know, to have something on the side. You need to win one of the two side lanes, so that you have a little bit more map control in the early game. Otherwise, you know, the LL can't develop. And if the LL doesn't develop, then, well, you lose.
You guys
What
need
if you
another
took one of
buddy?
those levies and stuck him in the middle and put Brig on the side with range?
That would be an option.
Do you think that?
I
Would
that
that be
worked out?
reporting in?
I don't think that would work that well, but you could try it, and you could prove me wrong. I don't know.
I won't